Okay, so here's the ingredients. This is not the whole amount of ingredients. I've got everything in the food processor getting ready to chop down fine. So then people can't say, oh my god, what's in there? And pick everything out. So we've got my spices, which I'm not telling you what's in there because it's a family secret. Then we'll have some mushrooms, some garlic, some onions, celery, green pepper, tomato paste, tomato juice, and whole tomatoes. And then we will have some lean ground beef. Nom, 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 nom. 2 pounds of it. Now I'm processing all the vegetables to the point where it's mush and nobody can know what is what. Probably around 5 minutes will do it. And in the end, you don't even know what's in there. All you know is that it tastes good. Okay, so now for the tomatoes and also the onions. That'll all be blended down. Please let me have all the vegetables being blended down. It kind of looks like green mush. Very appetizing. Okay, so I've got the extra lean ground beef in the pan to saute. I am doing this in my slow cooker. Please pay no attention to my really horrible cast iron pans right now. My cast iron loaf pans are actually in the oven seasoning. I'll pick that up after. So I've got the onions in there. I don't strain my beef when it is extremely lean beef. And I always put at least a third of my spices in the meat itself so that way it can infuse into it while it's cooking. And then I would transfer everything over into the slow cooker and leave it simmer overnight. And when this spaghetti is done, I will be comparing it to the Mountain House. If I had a actual dehydrator, then I would dehydrate it and give it an equal footing. But I think my Mountain House would get their butt kicked. But that's just, my thoughts. Anyways, so I forgot to mention, when I ground up the tomatoes and the onions, I also put in there the tomato paste and the other 2/3 of the spices. And it's all in my blender. I just got to give it another whiz just to get the spices mixed in there. Once the meat is cooked, everything's going in the slow cooker, so I'll bring it back then. So I've transferred the meat into my slow cooker, and that's the first step. I've had the slow cooker for 23 years. So as you can see, it's been used quite a bit. It's did some awesome drawing on it. So now we're going to transfer the rest. Bring over the vegetables here. Just put them in there. That's the vegetables and part of the tomato juice from the can of tomatoes. That, so we'll show you that. So that's what it looks like. And we'll mix that all up here. As best as I can, because this is really hard to do. I want to use my actual camera on my tripod, but I still haven't loaded my stock making. So I figured this way it will get done. It will get loaded tomorrow. Same with the cast iron. So now I'm going to grab the tomatoes that I ground down with the onions and the tomato paste. Okay, so just pour that right in. I'll show you what it looks like in a second here. Pour that in. And that's the spices, the tomato paste, and the what used to be whole tomatoes, but I ground them down. At one point I used to make my spaghetti sauce chunky with vegetables and meat and stuff when I had the kids, and it got to a point where I had to start picking stuff out of there. I said forget it and started mushing everything. So now we'll add tomato juice. Okay, so the can of tomato juice has been added. So this is what we have. I'm going to give it a quick mix here. Okay, so this is what it looks like all mixed up. I'm going to let this simmer for at least 8 hours today, and then overnight for another 12. And tomorrow it should be ready to go. And the following day I will do my mountain house and this review together. So yeah, that's pretty much my spaghetti sauce. Okay, so I'm just going to try the spaghetti sauce here. Where's the camera? There it is. This is what it looks like. It's not quite done yet. When I'm done, I will do a proper taste test, like I said, between this and Mountain House. That's really good. It's got some nice spice to it. It's not over hot. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's the spiciness. It's going to be a good sauce.